Welcome back to Canada's Blonde Moment. Welcome back to Canada's Blonde Moment, where I, your fabulous blonde host, break down the total disaster that is Canada in 2025. Guys, we've got tariffs, booze bans, and hockey anthem protests. Oh, Canada, you never fail to amaze me. So, today we're diving into the most laughable news yet. So, President Trump and our fearless leader, Prime Minister Trudeau, battling it out over tariffs. Buckle up, folks, because it's going to be one hilarious ride. Okay, so first things first, let's start with an actual question that a reporter asked Trump a few days ago. So imagine this: Trump gets asked about tariffs, and our good old prime minister comes into play. Oh, but don't worry, right? Trump calls him governor, so we'll just maybe follow the leader here. So Trump gets asked if he believes foreign countries are paying these tariffs when, I get this, like the entire world knows it's the consumers, us poor suckers, who pay. But Trump, in Trump fashion, goes on to rant about how China paid billions of dollars in tariffs. According to him, tariffs are his favorite word in the dictionary, right behind God, love, family, and wife.
Mr. President, earlier today, you told me that you believe that foreign countries pay tariffs, but Americans who are concerned about higher prices believe, as most people do, that they're paid by consumers and importers when they import things into this country. Can you explain how you came to this belief that foreign governments are paying tariffs? And for the Prime Minister, did you discuss with President Trump his repeated statements of desire to annex Canada? And has the King expressed any concern over the President's apparent desire to remove one of his realms from his control?
So I'll go ahead. The first part, the tariffs are necessary because we've been treated very unfairly by many, many countries, including our friends, friend and foe. But we've been treated very unfairly in trade at levels that nobody's really ever seen before, and especially under the Biden administration, they really took advantage of the United States. I put massive tariffs on China during my 4 years. We had the best economy in the history of our country. Probably the best economy, maybe the best economy in the history of the world. And I used tariffs to even things up. And in particular with China, we took in hundreds of billions of dollars and we had no inflation. And it's a myth. It's a myth that's put out there by foreign countries that really don't like paying tariffs, and especially to even up. So we've been treated badly by a lot. We're using tariffs. And I find, and you just have to look at the numbers, but I find that it's not about inflation. It's about fairness. And the inflation for us has not existed. And I don't think it's going to exist. We're going to bring our car industry back. We're going to bring our chips back. We're going to bring so many things back to our country, including pharmaceuticals and drugs. And the thing that's going to get us there is tariffs. And I say often it's my favorite word in the dictionary, but I always preface that by saying now, because I got into a lot of trouble with the fake news where they say that's not good. So I say God, love, family, wife, they're all my favorite words, but tariff is about number 4 or 5 on the list. But I will tell you, it's going to make our country rich, and it's going to stop us from being a laughing stock all over the world because we have been taken advantage of like no country has ever been taken advantage of. Thank you very much. And
Look, we had a really good discussion, a productive discussion, a good discussion, as a result of which our teams are now going to be working together on an economic deal. Our teams are going to be working together on security in Ukraine. You mentioned Canada. I think you're trying to find a divide between us that doesn't exist. We're the closest of nations, and we had very good discussions today, but we didn't discuss Canada.
Thank you.
Can you imagine being that obsessed with taxes? Now, as if the tariff talk wasn't enough to send us all spiraling into economic depression, here comes the kicker. Trudeau has now retaliated. And how? Oh, by slapping a big old 25% tariff in response. Yeah. So Canada's swinging back with a massive blow as if that's going to save us. Like, come on, Trudeau. Is this the best you've got? Is this how you fix Canada? But wait, oh, it gets better. Trudeau, being the strategic leader that he is, has a master plan to handle all of this. Are you ready? He actually told Canadians to continue to boo the American National Anthem at sports events. Seriously, Trudeau's got us booing to show we're mad. That's his move. Like, okay, we're really going to stick to it, Trump, now. Boo, boo, Trump, boo. Like, you won't know what hit you. I mean, nothing screams economic retaliation like getting booed in a cold hockey arena. Like, am I right? Now, can you just picture Trump scrolling through Twitter, seeing Canadians booing at hockey games and thinking, wow, they've really turned the tables on me. Like, I'll show him. Forget economic recovery plans. Just send a whole bunch of angry Canadians to boo a song. Boom, problem solved. And then you're like, Trudeau, boo harder, Canada. Show them who's boss. That's how we're going to win. But because that's how you win international disputes, booing anthems. I mean, thank God for our leadership, right? Truly visionary stuff here. Now, here's where it gets really funny. For the first time ever, our government has finally adopted the slogan Canada First. Yeah, you heard that right. Like Trudeau actually said it. Well, it only took a complete collapse of our economy and a trade war with the US to get there, but hey, better late than never, right? But here's the thing, it's all talk. We've been told for months that these tariffs were coming. And what did the Liberal leadership do? Nothing. They just sat there twiddling their thumbs, taking trips, enjoying their time, going for photo ops, like doing nothing. They were like, nah, Trump wouldn't dare. We're Canada. He wouldn't mess with us. And now that tariffs are here, oh, don't worry. We've got a solid plan, they say. Extend EI. Wow, Trudeau. Really going above and beyond for us, eh? So, s- sorry about your job, but here's a few extra weeks of unemployment benefits. Good luck out there. Boo an anthem for us, will ya? Yeah, well, that'll totally fix the problem. Thanks, Trudeau. Super helpful. And while all this chaos is going down, what's Parliament up to? Oh, they're on vacation. Parliament is still prorogued, folks. That's right. While Canadians are out here struggling, our politicians are probably sitting on some beach somewhere sipping margaritas, pretending like they've got it all under control. Meanwhile, back home, we've got a leadership race heating up. Trudeau's on thin ice, and it looks like he might get booted soon. Can you imagine? The guy who's out here telling us to boo at hockey games might be packing his bags in a few days. Oh, the irony. But before he goes, do you think he'll invoke the Emergencies Act one last time? Like, sorry guys, I just need to invoke the act before I head out. Don't worry, it's nothing serious. Oh, and how could I forget this brilliant move? To really show the Americans we mean business, we've started pulling their liquor off our shelves. Yeah, that's right. No more Jack Daniels, no more Jim Beam. Take that, Trump. Now that we've banned their booze, they're really going to feel the pain. I'm sure Trump's shaking in his boots right now, knowing that his precious bourbon isn't being sold in Canadian liquor stores anymore. I mean, it's not like we drink that stuff anyway, right? But hey, it's the thought that counts. We're really making a difference. Canada, land of the polite, the hockey obsessed, and now the liquor boycotters. We'll show them who's boss. So here we are, folks. Canada is retaliating with 25% tariffs. We're booing the American National Anthem at hockey games, and we're pulling American liquor off our shelves. Our government is basically saying, we don't believe these tariffs are coming, but now that they're here, let's hope they go away soon. And hey, maybe we'll throw you some EI extensions to keep you quiet. Meanwhile, Parliament's on break. Trudeau might get the boot, and who knows? Maybe he will just invoke that Emergencies Act just because he wants to stay longer, right? We know that Trudeau has a control issue. So, you guys, we just have to laugh. It's like watching a slow motion train wreck. You know, really, what else is there to do? Anyway, that's it for today's episode of Canada's Blonde Moment. Remember, keep booing that anthem, pull that American liquor, and maybe, I mean, just maybe, extend that EI if you're lucky. We're all in this together, watching Canada fall apart one tariff at a time. But hey, at least we've got our sense of humor, right? Stay blonde, stay fabulous, and keep laughing, my friends. We're all screwed anyway. Catch you next time. That was Canada's Blonde Moment, and I am out.